Alright, looks like it's live. Let's try to share out. On DSP to wake up. Be a while. At least he'd normally be in chat by now, but he's not. Hilarious if he overslept. Yeah, he's not there yet. He's not even in this chat. Normally he would be by now. So I almost got my laundry done. Just a little bit more to go in the dryer. I was almost late to the stream, but it's like, wait a minute. DSP's not here either. Open up a nice refreshing can of strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. Everything seems to be up and running. Everything's working. Oh, there's DSP Gaming finally. Finally rolled out of bed, huh? Only, let's see, it's supposed to start at 145 and it's 150. It's inside the stream. Right to the lake. Yep, he finally made it. Luis, how's it going? I just can't believe that he's always late to his own. And mind you, he works from home. All he's got to do is roll out of bed and then waddle down the stream. Any freaking day now. Yeah, but I've never been a big fan of Best Buy, though. When a commuting right is brutal, you know it. There's a cat, there's a horse, there's all kinds of shit getting in your way. And as you said, not to mention the gin. Hey, look at that! He finally started his own music! Yay! Invitation requested. Thanks. I'm invited to purchase. You'll get an email with a link that's valid for 72 hours. I'm never gonna get that email, am I? Whoever comes in, I can pay like 30 bucks a month for 18 months. Interest free and all that. That'd be great. But he's not gonna harp on it for at least 2 more days. And for today, I got some news to chat about on the show. Then how about you start the show there, DSP? I'm on it right now, and it's looking at invitation requested. Let me refresh. No, let's try console. PS5 console. Yes, this is available by invitation. Let's scroll down a bit. Ooh, Horizon for the Midwest bundle, not in stock. Renewed. Ooh, not renewed. That means it's broken and someone's on it back to get it fixed. Oh, what's this? God of War bundle. Available. Don't really care about God of War, but it's how I get a 3106 a month for 18 months. I already got an extra controller. Proceed to checkout. OMG. I want to do the pay. Oh, $33.23 a month for 18 months? Yes. Because you got to pay tax and all that. Oh no, I don't earn cash back. I don't fucking care about cash back. I just care about having to pay $33.23 a month for 18 months. And I'm off on Wednesday, so I'll be here for when it gets delivered. Place your order. Well, thank you, Luis. Check email. Go to spam folder? No. There it is. $18-month equal pay selected on the Amazon Prime card. Yes. Only got to pay like $33 a month for 18 months. Yes. Finally, holla holla to Luis. We're going to pin that message. And you know what? Oh, let's see. Well, first of all, make sure you hit that like button, guys. Second of all, no, let's do it a different way. I want to try. I'll just make a new text. Fuck it. Martins. Make sure I spell that right. Oh, it's a little too big. Let's. And oh wait, that white doesn't pop up. So let's. The color. Let's. Oh. There we go. Thank you to Luis. What do I care if it covers my face? I don't care. Holla holla for the dollar dollar. And now I can get Demon Souls. I can get Ghost of Tsushima, the PS5 version. Jedi Survivor. Several games on my list of games I wanted to get, and yay! And Jedi Survivor will be one of the games I'll be getting in the future. Oh, dryer's done. Yay. Finally got a PS5 ordered. And it ordered the way I wanted to get it ordered. With the Amazon no interest card. For 18 months. And today's going to be a very good day. God, some ugly isn't it? Already waiting for a scheduled stream to fucking start. Only 2 o'clock, guys. He's got like another 5 to 8 minutes of music to play. Very happy. Can't wait. And I'm off on Wednesday, so I'll be here for when it gets delivered. Final. Nightwing, hala hala. And I saw it's this version, so whatever, like PS4 games, I can just stick them in there and voila. Now the only issue is that it's a 1 terabyte hard drive and a game takes up half a terabyte. So you have to constantly add, delete, or you can get expansion cards, I think. All right. One buddy's currently flying down to Mexico for a little mini vacation with his lady. The other friend had to meet with his tax guy yesterday, but he was very happy because, unlike DSP, my friend is a real small business owner. And every 3 months, he sends a check to the government. So that way, when tax day comes, it's like, great, well, how much do you owe? Actually, you overpaid the government by $127.18. So you don't actually owe them anything. They owe you. Either request $127.18 back, or you can just let them have it, and that way, no, 3 months from now when you make a payment, like, I don't need to throw this amount. I'll take $100 off. So he was very happy about that. Yep, finally snagged the PS5, God of War Edition, which I'm not really excited about the God of War game, but Demon Souls, Ghost of Tsushima, Jedi Survivor. Let's go with Amazon. Caps lock still on. There it is. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Pay $30 a month for 6 months, interest free. All with tax be $32.10 a month for 6 months. Place your order. Won't get here until either Sunday or Monday. Just said it would be here by the 1st. I just won't be here until then. Alright, whatever, doesn't matter. It says right here, free delivery Wednesday, March 1st. Whatever. Place my order. Good idea, Darkwing. Of course I got Prime. Every good American should have Prime. Between the music, the movies and TV shows, the 2-day shipping for free. Or if it's not 2-day, it's still going to be free shipping, but no. Oh, it's not going to get until March 5th. Like, alright, but it's still free shipping. The amount of free shipping you get, even if you don't order a lot, just the fact that, oh, hey, I ordered something, I got free shipping, and it didn't cost me this much money. That alone usually ends up paying for the Amazon Prime. Oh, DSP can actually start the stream yet? I mean, it's only 2:05. It's only been 20 fucking minutes since you were supposed to start the stream. Nope, still craptacular music. We're good right now, Luis, but thank you. I just got a PS5 and then an expansion thingamajig to make it even better. I have to hit up Allied. Let's see. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe I have to work on Thursday. I'll hit up Allied. Do they got any discounted PS5 games used? Well, that's really not bad there, Luis. Always getting a good deal on games. Always a good deal. I'm just hoping that they'll have like, hey, you can change the sensitivity of the controls. Please let us be able to change the sensitivity of the controls. Like, they're just. My PS5 is at 2-day shipping, so it'll be here on the 1st, which I'll be off that day. Tomorrow's probably gonna suck at work, but like the last 2-3 days of the month are always the worst. I got a special text. It's like, oh hey, no. There's a lot of people, especially the drivers, be like, hey, I need to spend this much on the card, whether it's business, whether it's like for the company or the business, whatever. And so they'll be like, oh, I only need 8 gallons, but I may as well get it now because I just filled up on the turnpike, but may as well get it now. Something to do with like how the billing is done for the cards. Although we got so many new drivers right now, especially the fucking Swift drivers. For those of you who don't know, a Swift truck driver is usually the worst. It's known as swings wide. It's a fucking trailer. Because they tend to just hire like, oh hey, you haven't driven a vehicle in 8 years because you've been in prison for 8 years. Become a Swift driver. We don't care that you don't have a CDL. As long as you don't kill anyone, or if you do, as long as you can't pin it on us, we don't fucking care. Oh, he's about to start the stream, guys. Finally. Darkseid to Phil presents something he didn't create. Not created by him. Very happy to get a PS5.
The Level 1 podcast where we're busy having fun.
Ooh, could DSP get a job as a Swift driver?
On Level 1.
You know what? He might actually be able to do that.
I like this color
because they don't fucking
it
care.
It matches the border pretty well today. This is what I called Bifrost Blue as we started using this lighting during my God of War Ragnarok playthrough. I really like that. It's cool, right? It actually even matches Ryu and the Mega Man artwork, which, by the way, I should bring up, will change this coming, well, I would say Wednesday, but Wednesday is my day off, so Thursday. This Thursday will be the first day of March.
Snort.
And being that it'll be the beginning of a new month.
Nice little mini snort right there.
The background. What will it be? Well, it could either be a combination of things you've already seen, just not this combination, or I have one more piece of artwork that I can use, but it's huge. And I actually don't even know if I could fit it behind me because it's so large.
That's what she said.
Seriously ginormous. I'll have to think about it.
Now I got the very basic PS Plus.
But I don't know. It might take up too much space behind me. It might actually be a situation where, like, if I use it, then I can't have my Pac-Man light because it might not fit. You see?
I can imagine being a truck driver.
Monday, the 27th.
Guys, all I do is sit there and stare forward while I drive.
The next to last day of February.
Probably video game characters playing poker.
Of this streaming month, but also my streaming week, because like I said, Wednesday is my day off. Today's a good day for variety because we're continuing on with Like a Dragon Ishin, a very chill playthrough that's very much in the same veins as the older Yakuza games like Yakuza 4, which I really like, and this is a very fun game so far for me. As we're heading further into the drama and the development of what's going on in the game, we're unlocking new combat abilities, doing silly new side missions. It's quite fun. So I'm actually excited for that. But then tonight, on the late stream, doing something different with Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I did this about a week ago as a one-off stream because I wanted to see what the Season 2 content was like.
You guys aren't giving me bounties, you're giving me challenges.
Unlike Warzone, the connections in the multiplayer were pretty darn good. Like, I was able to aim and shoot people, and the bullets registered as damage. I was like, what a difference. A shooter where you shoot people and they die. It's like, novel concept, right? So...
unless they shoot you and you die, then it's totally bullshit.
I'm looking forward to that tonight, because I had a good time with it last week. And you guys have told me that you enjoy having multiplayer gameplay here for variety purposes. So we're going to do that tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm happy that we got that little bit of variety this week rather than just all narrative-based, RPGs and stuff like that. By the way, if you haven't noticed, Jasper Kitty is with us here today. And he'll be joining us for this first stream. And he'll be able to jump on the chair and mess around as much as he wants, today. And if everything goes according to plan tomorrow, and the reason I say it that way is because every time I tell you guys he's going to be in here, something happens with my wife's work schedule that changes. Like, I remember one week, I told you that,
still gonna
they changed her schedule like a day ahead, and he wasn't in here. And then one day he was in here for like an hour, and then my wife got sick and came home early. I was like, geez, this is not working out.
Oh, look at Jasper being a cute kitty.
I keep telling you when you're going to be able to see Jasper Kitty, and then he ends up not being in here. So, but now he's in here, right, buddy? Hey, Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty.
Jasper Kitty, run!
Jasper, I'm over here.
Ignore him. Keep doing it.
Hello. Oh, he purred. Did you hear that? He purred. Oh, you're so cute. You're a cute little guy.
Jasper,
yes, I'm excited for a fun day of gameplay streaming with all of you. I have some updates today here on the podcast in regards to DSP Reacts. I also have some news stories I'd like to cover for you today. So a good variety of stuff to talk about. And I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited too.
And
Jasper,
good, Snow. That's you've been keeping busy.
In here, but now I can't because you're on my lap. I just have to wait for him to move, and then maybe I'll do that. Remind me in a little bit if you guys want to see the new artwork that I'm considering putting in here for the week, for the month of March. Let me know once he's off my lap. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the schedule. Let's get
Stay there
the
forever,
schedule,
Jasper,
and then
so
what
you
I'd like
can't
to do is give
move.
you all an update on DSP Reacts because there's some positive updates over there, thank goodness. and then we'll go into the news.
Let me guess. The videos I got.
You already know it's Like a Dragon Ishin here on the first stream. It's going to be a
demonetizer now, huh?
Like a Dragon Ishin. Ah, he bit me. Look at this.
Oh, I just got a PS5 today, thanks to Luis Martins.
Like a Dragon. Oh, no, he's licking my arm. It's cute. Like a Dragon Ishin. Oh, there he goes. Like a Dragon Ishin is very much going to be one of these interactive, fun streams where we talk a lot, and I love those. You know, currently it's really Oblivion. That's the main playthrough that we're doing. That's like that. But I absolutely love the streams where we can have more of a social experience, and definitely Like a Dragon Ishin will be one of those. As of today,
you fell asleep during the game.
Next or later on this week,
but you do all Yakuza games.
Stream to balance with Oblivion, because we're gonna have a new release that's coming Friday. We're gonna talk about in a second.
Bacon
so it's
grease,
gonna be a balance between Hogwarts Legacy and the new release on the daytime streams. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Like a Dragon Ishin.
Why?
Okay, it's a little early for that. We'll do that at the end of the show. Anyway, then tonight, like I said, I'm excited for the multiplayer Modern Warfare 2. I liked it last week. However, I'll be honest, if you could show up, engage, and support that stream, because all my other streams seem to be doing good. But whenever I do a random one-off stream with something like a multiplayer stream, it seems like sometimes it doesn't get that level of engagement or support that a normal stream would. So I would appreciate it if you are into multiplayer and you wanted to see me do some stuff with that. Please support it tonight, okay? That would
please give me money tonight, guys.
More towards considering doing it more often, as opposed to if I do it and then it's like a slow stream. It's like, well, I want to do something different, didn't work out, you know. So let's see how it goes tonight, okay? Tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It'll be more Hogwarts Legacy.
Tuesday.
Continuing on where we are.
It's the end of the week, guys. It's
a new class and everything.
Tuesday.
We'll focus on that.
Tuesday is not the end of the week.
And then tomorrow night will be more Oblivion. All right, so it's been great.
Oh yeah, Derek probably loves it. He probably made it.
There's a lot of React content.
Nah, he's not smart enough to make that.
Gameplay here is going to be really good. Okay. Now, I'll just get this out of the way now. We can talk about it now and get it out of the way. Last 2 days of the month. Last 2 days for you to become a member and have it count towards our monthly goal. The reward of which is a Retro Games Challenge Marathon in March. I've been talking about this literally every day this month, and it's funny.
No one cares.
Month, you guys thought it was a good idea. You thought, wow, that sounds interesting. It's something that you wanted to do for 2 years. You did an event like this 2 years ago. It went well, but then you know things happen, things change. I left Twitch. I came over here to YouTube, and the idea got forgotten for a while. But now we're back, and I said this is an interesting thing to do for the members goal for the month. People liked it, and then no one became a member. Like all that happened this month, quite frankly, was a lot of people's memberships expired, and then it just kind of
because they were all gifted.
Now, maybe that's because I put a lot of focus into the Reacts channel, for which we got 60 new members this month. Definitely could be a case, okay? But
because it was all gifted memberships, you don't have any organic growth.
I'm trying to think of new ideas, new goals, and things for you guys, new motivations.
Nothing will ever be organic for you, DSP.
I can't really seem to inspire you to become a member. Here's the thing, though. Other support's great. Every day, I get super chats, I get tips. This is not me sitting here and whining to you about support. It's not. The support.
He says as he whines about support.
But, you know, diversifying support is important. You know, the memberships are very important because if someone becomes a member, there's a chance they may say, hey, I really like this. I want to continue to be a member. And that's ongoing support. Then you can trust. You know, right now, as you can see, I got about maybe 350, 370 members who really like the content. Jasper, don't even start with this. Jasper, don't start. No, Jasper, release. That's it. Release that wire right now. Release the wire. Jasper!
Release the Kraken.
That's it. Okay.
Electrocute DSP.
You know the deal. I'm going to put the water right next to it so that if he tries to bite this wire, he knows he's going to get sprayed. You're going to get sprayed if you touch it. He's trying to get my attention.
Burn the place down.
He wants my attention.
Jasper.
I'm talking to you guys. He's like, why aren't you playing with me?
I don't think PS Plus does.
He got plenty of attention.
Unfortunately.
Last night in this morning.
Next order 66,
anyway,
yes.
So here's the deal. I am not going to sit here and talk about it constantly.
Yes, his hair will also be organic, but his attempts to cover up that he's losing hair will not be organic.
If you like the content, if you like me, and you want to help out, today and tomorrow, please consider becoming a member or gifting a membership.
But also make sure you tip.
We're about 100 away.
Just give me members, I also need tips.
Still doable, for sure. It's still hittable. But this is literally down to the wire last moment now. And if we don't hit it, it's not the end of the world. But then there will be no Retro Games Marathon next month. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know what to do for goals on this channel because I'm already doing the React content now regularly. You guys you know, basically asked me for it. You said, instead of making React specials goals for members,
I'm just waiting
why
for
don't you
email
just do
or
them?
OIC
We
or something
really
else
like
to
that
show up
content.
and hit the goal.
So I'm literally giving you what you
Which
want.
is probably why his fans aren't going to
Okay.
become members, because
So you would hope if I'm giving
why
you
become
what
a
you want,
member
that you
when
buy in to support
you're just
the
going to
content that I'm putting
get it
out.
gifted to you by email or OIC
It's
or
hard
someone
for me
else.
to think up of new goals here for members because we've kind of done everything, right? Right now, I'm doing a viewer's choice playthrough of Oblivion. We don't have time.
How about you play with your fans?
Correct.
Something
So
your fans have actually asked for is play with them.
I'm trying to think of creative marathons. You know, we did a Super Bowl related marathon this month. That actually went really well, and you guys liked it. But then what else could we do for March?
March Madness.
There's nothing really themed or related you can do for that time frame.
March Madness, you jackass.
I tried to set up a marathon that was something different and interesting. Apparently, you guys aren't that interested, right? I don't know what else to do. I know I've done retrospective marathons in the past before, but it doesn't seem like you guys have really desired one in years. So that's kind of dead. I've tried other themed marathons like a Rageathon, and even that doesn't seem to get people invigorated anymore.
Because you don't rage, you make sure to look up the games and watch the guys beforehand.
Is,
so you don't rage.
You know, what is it then that would get you guys to consider becoming a member? That would be what would you like for a reward? I need feedback because I ask you guys, and I never really get much of a constructive answer.
You get answers, you just don't like the answers, so you ignore them, you ban people.
Multiplayer event. That would never work. No one would care about that besides maybe 20 people. 20 people are not enough to hit a members goal. Okay? So we have to think of things that are you know, realistic, that people want, and would possibly get.
Oh, there you go. Mega Man March. Oh, that'd be great.
If anything, what we're finding is people will show up to the streams they love and support those games and support those individual streams with super chats and tips. And that is amazing. And that's what keeps me going. So thank you so much for that. But what would
Mega
you
Man March
long term to the channel with a membership? That I can't answer at this point. Okay?
Take a sip, you sleazy asshole.
So please, if you have ideas, I'm all ears. Spartaneous one says, what about the
All right, I'm going to take a sip of my Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
Realistically, maybe you get a few people who think that's a good idea. Do a marathon where you play all the Disney afternoon games in one go, in one day. But I don't know that realistically, has anyone really asked for that? Would that really get a lot of people to become members? I don't know. You know, I'm all ears. Please keep, you know, whatever you can suggest.
How about you play Hollow Knight? I'd love to watch him rage at Hollow Knight.
What can you think of a reward? Whether is it a marathon? Is it a playthrough? What is it that would get you to become a member and support this channel long term? Right? I'm already offering you so much in regards to
guys.
These special events.
You can get banned, or you can be banned, or you can be banned.
A bunch of emotes.
Isn't that a lot of offers, guys?
Name in the chat crown badge. Not having to use
March Troy, that'd be good.
When you're talking. Like, there's a million benefits already.
March Madden.
So it's hard for me to think of what's the other realistic.
Oh, March Madness,
March
Madden. Hey, you can do that.
Besides, you know, these special events, and this one this month for some reason did not work.
Begging strips, oh, you're about to get banned. And sorry, Brock Shake.
I don't know what to tell you. I want to do things that you want, and it's like
while banning everyone because of anything good.
React events, correct? But now I'm doing the React events regularly because you wanted them. I made a whole channel for it. So there's not going to be attachment to goals anymore. You know, maybe it should just be that's the general goal and we don't harp on it, right? Maybe we have a goal.
Get the deluxe edition upgrade for Jedi Fallen Order for $10. Ooh.
Spectacular. And maybe we will plan something special.
Will my save carry over?
Then I don't harp on it.
Because if I get the PS5 and I try the Jedi Fallen Order on the PS5, would that actually carry over?
This was your idea. I'm not even kidding. The monthly goals for subs over on Twitch is how this started. Was actually your idea. You guys told me you should have monthly goals.
Me, Reee, me.
People to become a subscriber. I don't know. Guys,
Monster World Madness.
I would love feedback because
for
now
March.
I'm going to come back on Thursday, a new month, and I want to know what to do. Should I just have an arbitrary goal?
Either A, Mega Man March would be a great event for him, I think.
A celebratory event that we do, or, you know, do we just say it's not?
Or yeah, March Troid, do all the Metroid games.
Think of something together and have it set up again because.
Or Metroid style games that he hasn't played before.
And I don't really know what else to do. So I need your honest feedback. And the thing is, again, it's not that things are going bad. Things are going good on streams. DSP Reacts is a very well-received launch project over there. It's doing well. So I have no complaints in regards to how things are going, but the membership seems to be the thing that can improve. Okay? So let's
you guys are giving me all your money and tips now, but I need members and tips.
Thank you. And that means live on streams, on demand on these videos. Leave comments. I want a nice discourse about it. So we try to figure this out. Okay?
You're not wrong, my noodle.
All right? Gaming Guru says, what about having that retro game thing as the goal? It's the same each month until you hit it. Yeah, but here's the thing, Gaming Guru. If we didn't get it this month, what makes you think we're going to hit it next month? Right? If the initial month
just
you
keep
announced
missing
the
it, it'd
event,
be funnier
there
that
wasn't
way.
interest. Why keep that thing as the goal that there's no interest in? That doesn't seem to make sense to me. It seems like we need to switch it up, right? So, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what happens, and I'd love your feedback. Okay? Maybe there will be a miracle.
As long as it's something I want to
and we'll have
hear.
a couple or a few people.
If it's something I don't want to hear, I'll ban you.
This channel and gift a bunch of memberships in the next day or two, and we'll hit the goal.
If you save upload to the cloud, it should sync over to PS5.
I
All right,
guess we'll have
awesome.
to see, right? Anso Camaro says, yeah, maybe Anso Camaro, excuse me, says perhaps just do away with the goal events, just have it up there, and if we hit it, we hit it. Yeah, maybe we don't need to harp on it because you guys are supporting the streams well anyway. You know what I'm saying? And every once in a while, if someone comes by and does a member bomb, great. But maybe we don't need to be focused so hard on it.
That's
right?
all you get, member bombs.
I guess we'll see. So I think
that's probably one of the first things he wanted to do for his React channel.
I'm doing the stuff that where the members go. I mean, I hear you.
But it took him months to set it all up.
We're going to be doing a large-scale React. That used to be kind of the members goal reward here, right? And I'm giving it to you for free. You know, I'm not in any motivation to hit anything to do it. I'm just going to do it. You see?
As long as you guys tip me and give me members on the other channel.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we got that discussion done. If you have any more feedback, let me know. If you'd like to become a member, please by all means do. It would help, and I would love to do a special event for you. I'd still like to do the retro game.
YouTube has no harp emoji? That's weird. Uh-oh. Why is it doing that? Is it just me? Miss Ghouls, how's it going?
Games Marathon event. But
there we go.
At this point, I don't want to sit here and harp on it all day. Okay? Thank you to Yuri, who became a member.
Can
Thank
you
very
cook
much,
the food
Yuri,
instead of
for
fast
becoming
food?
a channel
No,
member.
he can't do that,
Appreciate
guys. You can't cook.
I'm doing good, Foresighted. How are you today? Welcome. Okay.
The goal should be cooking with DSP. Oh, he'd hit the event goal right away if he did cooking with DSP. The guy has clogged your interwebs. Yes, it has. Tip so low, he didn't pay his internet bill. No! But he needed that new Hulk Hogan card, guys. He really did. So his chat's going, like his chat is still moving.
And late night stream is multiplayer of Modern Warfare 2. Tomorrow, it is main daytime stream of Hogwarts, and the late stream is Oblivion. I'm off on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it's going to be Hogwarts again with Like a Dragon Ishin. Friday is a big new release, Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I'll be playing it all day long on both streams. Okay? Saturday, it's React.
No one in his chat is saying anything about it, so it might be me. I don't know. I don't think anything else is going off.
Today. So it's going to be DSP versus the internet live streaming over on DSP React during the daytime.
See, no, that's still green.
The night stream will be Oblivion.
That's still green.
Then Sunday will be more Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and I'll probably pair that with Like a Dragon Ishin, and then probably Monday we'll do Hogwarts, and then Tuesday whatever. You see, so we're going to alternate. And then basically that's how the schedule is going to be moving.
4 Atomic Hearts.
The daytime streams will
Sent the bandwidth because it had a sexy lady in it.
The night streams will be between Oblivion and Like a Dragon Ishin. And that's almost all month of March because there really are no high-profile releases in March until nearly the end. I believe it's the 24th of March is the Resident Evil 4 remake. So I figure focus on all those games. Get far in them, beat certain ones before Resident Evil 4 comes out. Hey, if we finish early and we have time for another game, I would say Metroid Prime Remake would be the next game to check out.
So Metroid Prime March.
We're all kind of in agreement.
Metroid March. There you go.
I would be down for that. Okay? But let's see what happens with all these other games and how far we get in them. Okay? Now, that's what's happening here on DSP Games.
Ooh, I do want the orange crystal because orange is my favorite color.
An exciting week of content coming for all of you. Allow me to tell you what's going on every day, and I have a positive update in regards to DSP Reacts that I'd like to share with all.
The videos that got demonetized and not monetized. Yay!
Today,
congratulations,
already
figured it out
released
already.
this morning. All right, which is Monday. was part 5 of DSP versus the internet for this week. The 5th video of 20 to 25 minutes of React content. It went live at 10 a.m. Go check it out when you get a chance on DSP Reacts. That's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. Go give it a look. In just a little bit, a half an hour or so, around noon, the next part of DSP Reacts to the story of Pro Jared will be going live on DSP Reacts. That's part 3 of 5. There's 5 parts to that React, and each one's about an hour long, okay? So, just so you know, because I didn't really talk about this yet, the viewership and how is it being received, the Pro Jared React, so far so good. Part 1 is nearing 2,000 views in just about a day to a day and a half. Part 2, which hasn't even been live for 24 hours yet, is almost at 1,000 views. And I suspect that over the course of the week, you know, there'll be more residual.
200,000 subs, almost 1,000 views, guys.
Live before they watch them, while other people are just watching daily as they go live.
Although I guess it's on his other channel,
right
so
now. Right now, no complaints. It's on par with everything else on the channel.
Instead of 200,000,
it's doing pretty
what?
good.
20,000.
Okay? That's today. Now tonight, there's an extra video coming out on DSP Reacts because after my late stream tonight, I am filming my review of The Last of Us TV series episode 7. It aired last night live on HBO Max for the world. And all I'm going to say is this. It was a rerun. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. You want my full review? Check it out tonight on DSP Reacts. Okay? There you go.
I heard that was a rerun.
Will be the next part of DSP versus the internet. And in fact, that's the last part for
Wesley,
the week.
how's it going?
The next part of the Pro Jared documentary. And then
black or the purple? I guess
Wednesday,
President had
I'm
the
not
purple
even here,
one.
But the final part of the Pro Jared documentary will release over there.
Like, come on, who doesn't want to run around like their Mace Windu?
There's actually more content on DSP Reacts. Yes, on Thursday, I'm going to release 2 videos. It's going to be the Feasting with the King episode where I eat the Mediterranean food, which I very, very much enjoyed. It was actually my second favorite DSP, Feasting with the King that I've ever done. Second favorite. And I did about a half an hour vlog where it was me just kind of doing Q&A with you guys, you know, unplugging a little bit after that very long React event. So 2 videos
I just haven't found it yet then, all right.
On DSP Reacts on Thursday, okay? Friday will be kind of the day off from DSP Reacts because then on Saturday, as I've already explained, that's the next
find
one where
purple
we'll do the next live stream,
Jedi
and the next
crystal.
episode of
It's
DSP
gonna be
versus
all
the
over.
Fair enough. Now,
Be surprised,
2
motherfucker.
things.
Me.
Number
Jackson,
1,
I'm tired of these
I am
motherfucking
looking to
stormtroopers
do
on this
more content
motherfucking
on that
shit.
channel after the Pro Jared documentary finishes this week, and you guys have been giving me some good feedback on maybe some things I could watch on HBO Max and do more reviews. Because I'll tell you, the reviews for The Last of Us TV series are doing pretty good. I'm enjoying the fact that people like each episode and are watching it. Again, about 1,000 views each review, which is good. They go up a little bit more over time, but you guys seem to like them. So if that's the case and you want to see me review more content, I'd be down for that as long as it's on HBO Max. Some suggestions so far have been the Batman movie with the Robert Pattinson movie, the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League movie, which apparently is 6 parts, and I could review each part individually. Some people have suggested House of
Dragons.
Is it House of the Dragon? The Game of Thrones prequel spinoff or whatever. And other people have been suggesting other movies that are on there too. So maybe every once in a while, on a whim, I'll just watch a random movie off of there and do a random review for you guys. It could be like a mystery movie, right? I just pick one. Boop, here's something I saw on there.
But the
Boop,
issue with prequels is always
right?
like,
I think
none of this matters. We know what happens later.
And for now, it's just going to be HBO Max stuff. Okay, that's it. It's not going to be anything more. Just going to be HBO Max stuff. Maybe long term.
Because I mean, might now get Netflix again.
Want more content of that type. All right. Perhaps I would consider getting other services like a Netflix or a Disney Plus and watching content on there.
Like it doesn't already have those.
That as well for you. But that's long term. Right now, I'm happy with just HBO Max. I'm sure we could get months of content out of it before it starts to dry up. Okay. You know one that I actually want to watch? Godzilla vs. King Kong. It's on there. And I've never seen it. And when it came out, I was like, I can't believe they made a modern movie of this. I can't imagine how this is worth watching. It just sounds like schlock. The original movie was schlock. It was grandiose schlock. A terrible movie. So I can't imagine what the modern one is.
It was a great movie. I don't care what you say, DSP.
Okay? So anyway, for this week, we're good with content. What I'm thinking is for next week, since there will be no big documentary that I'm releasing parts of, perhaps I will watch 1 or 2 things and put out some extra videos for you over there for review-style content, okay? The other thing is that I actually have a update in regards to the debacle over there with things getting demonetized.
Oh, dude, they all got monetized again. Yay.
That a lot of, or was it 2 days ago? that a lot of the content that I'm putting up
I'd
there
love to
seems
watch
be
him
getting
watch
demonetized.
Velma.
Now, it's weird because if
See
it's
how
DSP
uncomfortable he
versus the
gets.
internet, my weekly clip show, that makes sense because I'm looking at content from all over the internet, a lot of which is probably trademarked or copywritten. So I'm going to get claims against those videos, and I'm not going to make any money on them, which I already knew, which is why I built the whole model over there based around memberships, you see? But the thing that shocked me was this documentary. I'm reacting to the Pro Jared documentary by June the King on YouTube, and it all got flagged for demonetization. And I'm like, how is this possible? So I went to June the King, the person
he'd
who
hate
made
Harley
the documentary.
Quinn.
And I asked him personally, did your documentary get demonetized on YouTube? And he said, no. He says, what happens is sometimes he'll upload a documentary and he'll leave it private at first. And if it does get demonetized, then he puts it up for review. And 99% of the time, when YouTube finally reviews it, they put ads on it. But their algorithm apparently is so bad that 9 times out of 10, unless you're doing just basic content like gameplay like I do on DSP Gaming, a lot of people's videos tend to get demonetized up front for no good reason because the algorithm doesn't work. It's a flawed algorithm. And then
YouTube needs to hire 1 billion people to watch every single video that gets uploaded every day.
Stupid. So, that being said, here's what happened. So I upload all the parts of DSP versus the internet. Every single one is demonetized, but a lot of them are for copyright, and I think 2 of them were just flagged for ad suitability. So I submitted those for review. Please review those. Maybe I can get some ads on some
Poor
of these
Kite,
videos,
man.
Okay. Then on Saturday, I
Like,
did
yeah, it's a ridiculous concept, but
react,
it's
and it's 5 parts. I uploaded
Batman.
all 5
He's
parts then
fighting
and scheduled them
Condiment
out
King
so
and
that each day one would go
the
live.
guy who's a penguin
Every
and all this
single
other
one
shit.
of them got demonetized. And I said, well, this is ridiculous. And of course, I wanted to get part 1 out for you guys as soon as possible. I wasn't going to hold it up because it got demonetized. So that one was on YouTube, and I got nothing for it. I got no ad revenue, nothing on it, because it was just demonetized, okay?
Well, you got
So
tips and super chats and stickers and memberships while you were actually doing the stream. So you did get something
for it. As of last night, before I went to sleep, one part
how's it
had been
going?
reviewed by a human and had ads put on it. Part 4. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. All of them were demonetized at the same time. I submitted all of them for manual review at the same time. Okay? Every place. Only one got reviewed by a human, and that one was approved for ads. Part 4 only. But I did it all at the same time. Why did only one of my videos get reviewed and the others didn't? Because YouTube's system is a broken, insufficient, inefficient mess.
Because it would take a billion people to go over every single video and stream that gets uploaded every day
to monetize videos because their algorithm is a broken piece of garbage. So they have humans who literally get a queue of 5 zillion things and they just click around. They literally don't even do it in any kind of like just click around.
How do you know? Did you work there? DSP
at work. Gets reviewed. And it's part 4, not part 1. Right? So anyway, I went to sleep. I woke up this morning. Good news. 1 part of DSP versus the internet has been monetized. Part 1, part 2, and part 5 of my Pro Jared documentary, React, has also now been monetized. Okay? So, hold on, because I'm trying to actually bring it up over here.
Oh, I think he does pay for not PS4, bro. YouTube Pro, whatever it's called. So, it does give him like $10 a month.
Now it's Monday. So it took him 2 days.
That'll totally cover a billion people watching every single video.
Oh, yeah, this is fine for ads. No problem. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Okay? That's good. The problem is, you guys have already watched part 1. Already, I can tell you part 1 has almost 2,000 views on it. Thank you for that. And part 2 hasn't been live for 24 hours yet, but it's nearing 1,000 views. So thanks. I got nothing for that. YouTube didn't allow me to have any ads on that at that time. Now there are.
Oh, he won't watch DC animated movies. He won't watch cartoons. I get credit for it. Those are for children, guys.
At least if you're watching.
This is a rated R movie, but it's a cartoon. That means it's for kids.
If you watch it now, I get credit for it. Okay. Part 4
I like that.
and 5,
hint.
They go live
if you guys watch it now, get credit for it.
And Wednesday, I'll get credit for those. But part 3 has still not been reviewed for advertisements. Still. This is almost 48 hours later. And part 3 goes live in 23 minutes. Now, I could be stupid about it and be like, I'm just going to delay the release of the video until I get ads.
Surprised he didn't.
It's my work, and I have the right to make money on it. I mean, that's fair, but I'm not going to because people want to see it. I promised you I was going to do it at a certain time and day, and I'm not going to be stupid about it. You know,
he's going to be very stupid about it.
But this whole system of YouTube is so broken that you could have 5 videos that all happen at the same time. You flag them all at the same time. Please review them. And it takes one gets reviewed in 24 hours. 3 more get reviewed in 48 hours.
That's awesome, Luis.
A week for part 3 to get reviewed.
Because I got the Batman 80th anniversary 18 film collection. That's awesome.
I see this
stuff. I got like Flashpoint Paradox.
Because I used to be
Justice League War, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Justice League Doom.
For a good 2 years on how to look at a process and see how it's broken and inconsistent. Map it out, find the bottlenecks, find the problems, and fix the process to become more efficient. And basically,
instead of fixing the problem would cost $1 billion
I would love to work
people
at YouTube and do this for them because I feel like overnight their company
should just let the stream up.
Efficiency by 97%. It seems like they may be one of the most inefficient companies run on the planet, at least from my experience in the 15 years that I've dealt with them. Okay.
Snort.
So
big, loud, juicy snort.
I can't make YouTube work, but I'm gonna release the videos on schedule anyway because I don't really care that much. Again, the way I built
you didn't care so much. Why are you doing this long rant about it?
Memberships. That if I can get a few new memberships every week and build that channel from the ground up, which I'm doing right now, that's how it's going to be successful. It's not going to be based on ad revenue because a lot of these videos anyway are going to get demonetized and I can't help that. But hey, every little bit helps. So thanks to those who are watching the videos. If you're watching with the ads enabled, thanks. I strongly recommend you get YouTube Premium. This is not me shilling for YouTube, trust me. But
that's what it's called, YouTube Premium. He has that.
A year or so that I have used YouTube Premium, it is super good. It basically, here's what it does. Number one, YouTube Premium, you never have to watch an ad on YouTube ever again. Ads are gone. Amazing.
I thought you needed the ad revenue. You really do. You need the ad revenue to pay your bills.
Usable website to not have advertisements. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you're watching content and you like the content creator you're watching, they get support from your premium membership as if you're watching their ads. So even though you're not watching ads, they're getting paid anyway. So what a great way to support all your favorite content creators. You're still watching and liking their content and they're getting credit and you don't have to watch the shitty ads. So right there, I would think
big,
that's
wet, juicy snort.
But there's a lot of other benefits you get as well, one of which is downloading of videos. And what that is, this is kind of interesting. A lot of people don't know about this one.
Yeah, trash YouTube for 10 minutes and beg people to spend money on it.
You're going to be on break at work, but you don't have a good internet connection at work. You can bring your YouTube app on your phone and you can pre-download videos to your phone to watch in your car or in your break room, and you don't have to have an internet connection. It's a great way to do it because now you can enjoy content when you're not just sitting at home on your own network. You see? That's kind of useful. Another cool one is if you like music, right? You like listening to relaxing music. Well, guess what? You can actually have playlists play on your YouTube app and minimize the app, and it keeps playing as background. So you could do other things on your phone. Like, for example, you could have music playing, and I could go review my video comments. And I can upvote, I can respond, I can do all this stuff while nice music is playing. Otherwise, if you try to do that, it doesn't work. It actually just stops playing the music. So it's another feature. Those are just a few of the features.
Why are you suddenly harping on this, DSP?
I'm sure there's even more than that. But I will strongly recommend YouTube Premium, especially on a channel like DSP Reacts. If you like that channel and you're watching,
I've seen clips of the RWBY Just League movie trailer. It was mostly people shitting on it for some reason.
Premium, I actually
haven't seen the full trailer yet
for your views. That's cool, man. Right? Anso Kamaru says, not just about music, it just works with video playlists. I do that with your podcast sometimes. There you go. So please consider getting YouTube Premium. If you watch my content, it's a no-brainer. Enjoy the content. Watch more of it because you don't have ads, and I get credit anyway. All right? That's a win-win. And by the way, YouTube's really going to like it if you become a YouTube Premium member because they make some money on it. Okay? Cool. It's kind of like a win-win-win everywhere. Okay. So, that's really all I have to say about DSP Reacts. Lots of content coming up this week. And if you guys have recommendations of things that I should be watching on HBO Max for further content once this week calms down and we don't have the Pro Jared React anymore going on. But instead, you want more content for me to do reviews on, I'd be very willing to do that. In addition, the review content doesn't get demonetized because I'm not playing anything that could be copywritten, and it's just me talking about a show I'm watching. So that stuff is fine. I don't have to worry about that. That's usually always in the green, you see? Okay. Cool. All right. So that's really all I have to talk about when it comes to the schedule, when it comes to how things are going.
Now what are you going to bitch about for the next hour?
I'd like to cover this morning. See here?
Yeah, recommend him Harley Quinn, recommend him Velma.
Okay.
See how much he bitches about those. That'd be hilarious.
What's in the news? I'll tell you what's in the news.
We got to check Twitter to see what's going on in the world.
So, I guess today's Pokemon Day. Whatever that means. But I guess there was a few announcements this morning about Pokemon content. The most notable one for me is that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are going to be getting DLC content, okay, in the fall and again in the winter. The content will be called the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. And I guess what it is, all right, it's going to be the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Where I guess, remember Area Zero, which is the end game content of the game? I guess there's going to be a new expansion to Area Zero where you're going to be exploring, you know, fighting and catching new Pokemon, new plot elements and things going on. So basically extending the game, okay? Much like if you remember the expansion content that they had years and years ago for Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's probably very similar to that. It sounds interesting. It is pricey. I believe it's $40. I don't quote me on that. I think it's either $30 or $40. So it is kind of expensive. And the funny part is, all right, if you remember, the major complaints about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is that the game ran like shit. It just looks terrible on the Switch. The frame rate's bad. The pop-in is atrociously bad. The graphical fidelity is awful. They have not improved it at all. The game's now been out for how many months, right? I played it when it was new. They did not improve. It's the same. And I guess what it is the game sold so much. I told you guys this was going to happen. I said, if this game is a sales flop, if this game doesn't do well, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, and what's the actual name of the company? Because I forget that real name of the company. It's not the Pokemon Company. There's another name to them. I forget what they are. Game Freak or something like that? If the game flopped, they would be motivated to say, hey, all right, we can't make a game once a year. In fact, a lot of the times now they're making 2 games a year. We can't do that. We have to put more.
They should be making one game every 2 years.
So the game looks good.
To make sure that each game has the
when it releases, and then more people will
effort put into it.
Right? Is it Niantic? Is that what it is? Niantic? It might be Niantic. I'm not sure. Anyway, if this game had not sold well, they would have been forced to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, we got to reassess. For example, look what happened with Assassin's Creed. If you remember during the dawn of the PS4, what happened? Assassin's Creed says we're going to have 2 games in 1 year. We're going to have Assassin's Creed Rogue, that's on last console gen, and then we're going to have Assassin's Creed, was it Unity? Or Unity, right? And that's going to be PS4 exclusive. And they spread themselves too thin, and they didn't polish the games. And when the games came out, Rogue was all right, but it was more of a rehash of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, so it didn't sell very well. Unity sold well.
What?
It was a piece of dog
Get
shit.
the L there and Flag.
And not just critics, but gamers panned it for being an unfinished, buggy mess of a game. Okay? So what did they do? After a year where everything was basically a big failure, they went back to the drawing board. They reassessed their product line, and they decided they were no longer going to be releasing one Assassin's Creed game a year. They were just going to take their time. Okay? And what ended up happening was, first you had Assassin's Creed, was it Liberation? The one where you play as 2 characters in London, you switch between them. That was a good game. Really good. And then they went into their open world formula for Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Now, one could argue, man, those games, they weren't that good either. I think if you just play one of them, they're good. If you play all 3 of them, they play too similar. I agree there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they reassessed. They redoubled their efforts, and they had a couple Greek hit games again. All right? The problem with Pokemon is, even when the game sucks, people still buy it because they love Pokemon. They love it that much. They're like addicted to it. It's this hardcore community of fans. So Pokemon, you know, Scarlet and Violet comes out, looks like shit. Everyone agrees it runs and looks like shit.
Yes, DSP, you do run and look like shit.
It's actually the best.
Oh, you're still talking about a game? I thought you were talking about yourself.
Best-selling Pokemon game. Did you know that? It broke records for Pokemon. Pokemon never sold that much before. So the worst
yeah,
one
starting
is
another
the
channel when you
best-selling
have no viewers on the first
So what
one.
happens? They don't fix it. Why would they? Everyone bought it. Why fix the game? Just move on to the next. In fact, I guarantee you they're working on the next game right now. They're not working on this one anymore. They don't care. So they got this DLC coming out in the fall and winter, 2 waves, the teal mask and the indigo disc or whatever it is. It's going to be an expansion set in the Zero area, new Pokemon, new story elements. It's probably going to be good, but it's going to be the same graphics, the same shitty engine that everyone hated on. And people will buy it. People will spend $40 for this DLC, and it will sell well because people can't stop.
Because people actually like video games,
Nintendo,
unlike you.
It's like a drug. It's like, man, I can't wait to get my next fix. And you know it's bad for you. And you know it's harmful for you to keep supporting it, but you still see the line and you still take that line, suck it right up, right? You can't stop. These people are like so crack addicted to Nintendo content that they won't stop spending money, right? For how many years did people scream at Nintendo, we want a Switch Pro? The Switch is underpowered. It's not good enough. We want better graphics. We want bigger storage capacity, faster loading. Dude, the Joy-Cons are faulty. Give us Switch Pro. What did Nintendo say? Literally, they said this. You ready? Here's what Nintendo said to the common customer. You want a Switch Pro? Fuck you. You don't get a Switch Pro. Buy the Switch OLED, which is literally the same fucking console with a slightly tweaked screen and like a kickstand that's better or something. You know, this is the stupidest thing. And guess what happened? People bought it anyway. So what did you think was going to happen? They were going to change their attitude? You keep giving them money, so they will keep giving you shit. This must be like there's a guy who finds a pile of shit and someone agrees to pay him $5 per handful of shit. He's like, this is the biggest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, gotta make it about poop again.
I'll just keep giving
That's
you
DSP
shit.
for you.
Here you go. Why wouldn't I
Shitty
keep giving you
dicks.
shit? I'll keep giving it to you. I'll load your pockets with shit. Keep giving me the money stream. Right? I just don't get it. It's like
I say I love my Switch.
They like being abused.
I just played the
by
Kirby
Nintendo.
on Game
It
Boy
doesn't make
and
sense at
what
all,
was it
man.
on Game Boy?
But they do. They complain, and then
Play
give the money
Kirby.
anyway and reward Nintendo. Right?
Oh, what else did I play on Game
Nintendo's
Boy?
never going to get better. The Pokemon company's never going to get better until someone actively says, okay,
Oh, that's
maybe
what
we
I mean.
shouldn't
I
do
can't
this
think about the
anymore.
other game I just
Maybe we
played on
should
Game
try
Boy
to tell them this is bad
through the
behavior
Switch.
and stop giving them money, right? It's ludicrous that this keeps happening.
I
So
can
here we
find
go
it.
again, because it's funny, because I saw the post about this, and it was like, you know, oh, here's the DLC, and some people are happy because they just want more Pokemon content, so they're excited, and then others are actually criticizing. Oh, yeah, but they never refixed the game. The graphics are still shit, so why would I buy it? You're gonna buy it. You're going to buy it. Don't even pretend. Don't feign you're being upset about this. You're gonna go buy it anyway because you do every time. You know. Now, for me personally, am I interested in the DLC?
Oh, the original
Yes
Tetris.
and
That's
no.
what I played. I played the original
Pokemon
Tetris
Scarlet
on
and
Game
Violet was a
Boy
great
and
playthrough. I loved
Kirby
it.
on
I actually
Game
thought
Boy.
it was one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Seriously, I thought the story.
God, it
was
was gonna drive me up the wall if I couldn't find out which one it
mechanics
was.
were great. It was only the graphics that really held the game back, and we had a great chill stream mentality for that playthrough. Correct. I personally didn't care that much about the graphics.
Oh, very true,
I thought
Wesley.
that everything else
Why is
held up enough that
GSP
it
ever
was
going to
worth
change what he does as long as
money,
Paypix giving
okay?
him money? Why would you do something different? Why would I do something different? You guys already gave me all the money.
Historically, DLCs for me don't do very well. Take a look at most games that I've ever bought a DLC for, and whenever I try it, it kind of flops. I don't get as much attention, and people kind of get upset that I'm even playing it, and I'm not playing a new game. In particular, with this DLC, the thing that worries me about it is the release timing. The fall and the winter. Oh, you mean the busiest gaming time of the year? When lots of AAA releases are all releasing for the fall gaming season.
Stop picking at your face, stop touching your eyes, stop touching your ears.
Spending time and playing a Pokemon expansion.
So the last
Doesn't
Pokemon
even
game I
make
bought was
sense
Pokemon X, so I can't
to
say
think
much.
about maybe trying to fit this into the schedule.
That was only so I
don't
could get
know.
a
What I
Mew.
would say is, if you guys should give me your feedback yet again, I rely on you and your feedback. Would you like to see this? Would you like to see me get this DLC and do these 2 story-based DLC releases? Would this be something you'd be interested in, to see Pokemon Return as a chill stream deal? Or do you think it's going to be too busy? Or you think that game's run its course, you don't want to see it again? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, I really would like your feedback on what you would like to see. So let me know. We have a while between. Why be better says, yes, they're adding over 230 new Pokemon, so hell yes. Well, Other people are saying no, 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 no in the chat. So already we got disagreement, all right? Please let me know over the next, 6 months what your thoughts are. We've got a while before the fall hits to think about this and talk about this, okay? So if you could please let me know exactly what you think, and we'll go from there. Fair enough? All right. Cool. The other news story isn't really a news story, but, it's kind of interesting, and I do want to cover it because it's something that maybe it could have affected me. It did not, but it may affect a lot of content creators, okay? So you guys may not be aware of this, but when you're a content creator who has a certain amount of viewership or a certain amount of attention, you get offered sponsorship opportunities from time to time. Okay, personally, I've been offered sponsorship opportunities from tiny indie games, from products that wanted to get pushed with referral codes and the like, or discount codes, stuff like that. Product testimonials. Hey, I'll send you a product, you test it on your stream and give it an honest review, and that'll give us some push. Or I've had like Loot Crate. Remember Loot Crate? I was a part of for a long time, where it was a referral code kind of a deal. I would unbox it, and then you maybe get that subscription for yourself. I make a few bucks. There were some sponsorship opportunities I had when I was part of Twitch, where I'd play a game for a sponsored stream. I get paid based on viewership of that sponsored part of the stream or whatever. And more. Back in the day, I used to get more of these offers. Today, I don't take them up anymore. I don't. And there's various reasons why I don't. I don't want that to be part of my content. I'd rather just be meaningful content for you guys, not me shilling. But in addition, as you know, I have a large troll element. Likely, if I try to be honest, try to ruin it for me. Whatever. It's just such a big mess of stress that I don't need. Right now, if I can make a living just doing the content I love and you guys support it via crowdfunding,
content I love, as long as you guys give me money for it.
And that's how I'm operating as a business right now. Okay, but especially if you're a small-time creator, okay, and you're getting offered opportunities to make money for your content, you might say, I'm hitting the dream, right? Like, this is what I want. This is amazing.
But
maybe I can make some money doing what I love, right? But what's happening now is kind of similar. You know what this reminds me of?
That's why his React content is different from other people's React content.
People wanted to make money on YouTube.
His React content is meaningful, guys.
To do so on their own. But if they partnered with a partnership company, the partnership company would run ads on their content, make money, and give them a cut of it. And that's how people were making money on YouTube for the longest time. After a while, all these stories came coming out of horror stories. The company's not paying me on time. They're not paying me what they promised me. I decided against being with this company. I tried to get out of my contract, and they told me they refused. And they had locked me into a 5-year contract, and I can't get out. And now I'm like a captive with this company.
Snort.
So this is what happens. When these companies see money and they see profitability, they take advantage of it. What I'm here to talk to you about today is a big thread that's going on right now on social media in regards to Stream Elements. Stream Elements is one of the popular services that you can use.
Oh, how does Stream Elements hurt you today, DSP?
Pop-ups and things happen on your live streams and videos. In addition, it's a way that you can take in money. So, for example, you can link your PayPal, you can link other services. I know there's other ways you can do it as well. I've never used any of them. But you can link all of those.
Yeah, what a wet, nasty
Stream
Snort.
Elements, and then the money comes in, and that's how you make a living being a streamer or content creator, is the money comes in via this service, and it all links up there. There's stats and things you get. You can pay them for a premium service, and you'll actually get like things for your streams you can use, like themes and benefits and other things like that. Okay, so if you're part of the Stream Elements program, I don't remember if it was a partner program or whatever it is, they
give you money.
May from time to time hit you up with sponsorship opportunities. Oh, this company.
Who's trying to sponsor you now, DSP? But you're going to deny
such and such
because of the trolls.
Streaming as a sponsorship. Okay, sounds good. So if I'm going to run, let's say I'm going to do a 4-hour stream today, and during that stream I got to make 3 different plugs for a company. Correct? Cool. Let's do that. Let's do the plugs for this company or whatever. Well, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. Let's put it that way. Because a post was made by someone basically stating that this is actually, in a lot of cases, it appears to be a scam. Allow me to explain.
It appears to be a DSP, huh?
A warning
DSP,
about Stream Elements
same thing,
sponsorships.
right?
I've been a Twitch partner and a member of Stream Elements Dream Team for several years. I guess Dream Team might be their partnership program or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe you should look into it before you rant about it.
I never had any major problems, but things have now changed. I accepted a sponsorship, and my repeated requests to see the sponsorship contract before the broadcast were all declined. Or excuse me, were all dodged. This meant the activation date got repeatedly pushed back. When I finally sent them, when I was finally sent the contract for this sponsorship opportunity, it was only an hour before the broadcast that was going to take place for it. I'm a lawyer. I'm not signing things that I haven't read, so I read it. To my surprise, there were a number of terms that had been added and or been changed from what we had discussed. Most egregious was that I had agreed to a 2-hour broadcast for this sponsorship, but the contract contained requirements for 4 straight hours of promotion. From my experience, this seemed to be an attempt to conceal this contract's terms for as long as possible, with hopes that I wouldn't be able to review it in time for my broadcast, and then I would end up missing some of the critical and added requirements, and that would later justify them to just not pay me for my work.
Ooh, that's pretty nasty.
This seems consistent with other complaints that I've seen here and elsewhere about Stream Elements just not paying out as they promise.
Can't kind of comment on
troublingly, I spoke with
unless
a manager
you're Brio
who seemed
media.
not to be able to identify why this is even a problem. He told me that, you have the choice to sign that contract or not, and if you don't want to, just don't do it. It seemed to him that that was just sufficient. His company's naked attempt to bait and switch me seems not to be any concern to him. I would not in good faith work with Stream Elements on any kind of a sponsorship ever again, and I hope that this story makes its rounds and people will scrutinize their sponsorship opportunities more closely in the future. This industry is full of predators who try to profit from inexperienced broadcasters. It's only gotten worse.
I thought the pig roach was an herbivore, not a carnivore.
And move on. I 1,000,000% agree, because I've seen this kind of thing firsthand. It's this simple. If it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. You know, I've had personal relations with
Bavaria Media
partner companies on YouTube that promised me the world. And
then SOK saved you from it.
And then it turns out they were shell companies. They were scams. They were just trying to get you rigged in and then hook you in and never release you. And it's like, wow. This sounds like
wow, going for SOK, I would have lost my channel.
They have no intention of paying anyone. So they do this on purpose, get free promotion for their game or content or whatever it is that's promoting. And then they say, we're not paying you. And what are you going to do? You're just a small-time content creator. You're not rich. You don't have a legal team that's going to sue them for what they owe you, right? So there you have it. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. At any point, you don't know with these little companies what they're going to do. You don't know if they're legit or not. And, you know, I also had another situation where when I was on Twitch and I took one of their sponsorship opportunities, it was for a small indie game. I think it was called like Elo Hell or something.
Elo Hell.
I have no idea if the game ever fully released or ever made any money.
Because you didn't care about the game.
Company. And I tried it on stream. I thought it was all right. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. I wasn't going to sit on there and crap on it. I thought it was an okay premise for a game. And I was curious to see what the full game was going to be like because I wasn't provided with the full game. I was just provided with this like demo. So I do the sponsorship opportunity. And a bunch of my
and then they find out who you are.
Twitter and their Discord and say, you know Darksidefill's playing your game. And this guy is, here we go again. You ready? I mean, I'm going to start, you know how.
That space in front of children.
George Carlin, he had his list of words you can't say on TV. I'm going to make up the list of egregious acts that Darksidefill has apparently done. So let's see. Let's see. Ready? He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a pedophile. He's a groomer. He's a scammer. He's...
You used to have the top 10 racist moments on DSP every year. How did you become a racist? Just because I had top 10 racist moments. Everything that's been said about you is true. We have the video of it.
A grifter. He's a beggar. He's a loser.
I like that they split the long Halloween to
Racist,
2 movies instead of trying to
sexist.
cut stuff out.
Now I already lost it.
in one.
Racist, sexist, pedophile, groomer, scammer, grifter, beggar, loser. All right? I have to memorize these. Because these are the big 8 that they say all the time. Okay? So,
and every single one is true.
They go over there and they say, here's what Phil is. And let's show them all the evidence. And what do? They go back to the clip from 2010, as if this was yesterday, and they send them that clip and say, this is who Phil is. They go to my moniker, the King of Hate, and they say, see, he's a racist. He's full of hate, even though that's not what it meant. It had a very different meaning than that, as everyone knows. It meant that I was owning the hate that was thrown against me unfairly in my life and motivating myself to do better because of all the people saying I couldn't succeed, proving them wrong. I was being the king of that hatred thrown against me, not the king of hating others. But no one ever wanted to go that far to understand what the moniker meant. Instead, they just wanted to turn it into something it wasn't. So basically, they went over there and they harassed this indie company. And this indie company is convinced that I'm the devil because they're stupid. I mean, let's be honest, because they're ignorant and stupid. They don't do research. They just believe everything they're told. And
well, if they research you, they would find the fappening clip in front of children. They would find the top 10 racist moments. They would find
the promotion was already done.
Well, go to YouTube with some
to my trolls that if we could get out of the contract and not pay
some
dark sites for the work, we would do that. They said that to the trolls, which is legally not possible. That would mean you're breaking your own legal contract. You're violating your own legal agreement, and you could get sued and lose a lot of money for it. But they said if they could do it, they would. But what happened was they went to Twitch, and Twitch said, no, you can't do that. You know, no, it's not happening. And I got paid for it, luckily. But what ended up happening was I was thrown out of the Twitch partner program where I couldn't do those sponsored streams anymore. Because my trolls made up so much bullshit about me being a racist, a sexist, a pedophile, a groomer, a scammer, a grifter, a beggar, and a loser. That who wants to deal with me? Who would want a sponsorship with Darkside Phil when all they're gonna do is
might be streamed later, Louis? I said
slander and defamation about.
I like that they split up into 2 parts instead of trying to fit it all into one movie and cut stuff out.
You don't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole, so they turned
off
delay.
You may not heard it yet.
My entire sponsorship screen. I didn't get any sponsorship opportunities ever again. And when I asked Twitch about it, they lied to me. They outright lied and said, oh, there's a bug where you don't see them and other people are having the bug. They were scumbags. They outright made it up and lied to me of why I wasn't getting sponsorship.
They lied to me.
Everyone else was getting them. Even my own moderators were telling me they were getting all these sponsorship opportunities and they were small-time streamers, but I wouldn't get them. I got nothing. Zero. My screen was
because no one wants to have anything to do with you.
They coded it out. Okay? So that being said, these sponsorship things are all not kosher regardless. These companies are a lot of times are unprofessional. They don't know what they're getting into, right? They don't know how life works. They think they could just get away with shit. No, you can't, all right? And it's completely unprofessional. And the problem is if you're a small-time streamer...
DSP knows everything about being unprofessional, right?
Oh, wow, I'm going to make a bunch of $100 on the stream today. Maybe I could actually turn this into a living. I could quit my shitty job that I don't want to work at, and I could actually do what I love for a living. And I hate to say it, this ain't it. These kind of sponsorships, they're just not. They're not worth the risk. They're not worth being scammed. And a lot of the times, they're just
now we're being scammed by DSP.
Realistic. It's bullshit. If you want to be successful as a content creator, you have to get enough of a consistent viewership and a consistent fan base that they are going to support you. And that's step 1. Then step 2, if you want
it's
to...
cry and beg for money, like me, Reee, me.
Having consistency and you can do it for a living, that's different. But just to say, oh, I'm going to make a living on these sponsorships that randomly come in. Whoa.
Yeah, don't get sponsorships. Don't make business deals. Just cry and beg, guys, like me.
Right? They could go away at
Look at how much money I've made, guys.
I don't know who's trying to
I've made a couple $1 million over the past 15 years.
1 million%. A lot of these Stream Element sponsorships, not all of them, probably a lot of them, are scams. Someone trying to get over and get free promotion without ever paying you for it, right? But messed up. So be careful. Be very, very careful with what you agree to, what you accept. You have to be
who you
sure
give money to, as long as it's not me, guys. You can always give me money.
All the
anyone else, you should be careful about giving money to.
Read that contract before you do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to read that contract. You have to be careful. You can't just accept that it's going to be everything it's supposed to be at face value, right? So that's unfortunate. And I hope that people read that story and you know, realize that you know, sure, maybe we get a
like if you struggle to make money on YouTube, you just keep begging harder.
Don't put
don't get a job. Don't try to change yourself.
Be a sponsored streamer constantly.
Beg.
Living doing this because you make some bad decisions, and then you end up getting screwed over, right? Okay. That's really all I got this morning. So I'm gonna do some shout outs. We start off today on the YouTube side of things. We had Yuri, who became a channel member at the super supporter level earlier. Thank you, Yuri, for that. I really appreciate that. And then we had
money come in.
Ju Dante, who did a super chat. Phil, which Tales game would you like the most? Oh, did you like the most? Would you like to play the Tales of Symphonia remaster? Out of all the Tales games that I've played and I remember, Tales of Vesperia. That one I played before.
Oh, the ones that he remembers. So maybe the last one he played, because the Jin wipes out all the other games that he's played.
It was 2017 2018. I can't remember exactly which year it came out. Wait a minute. I'm completely misspeaking here. Allow me to try this again. All right, that was completely wrong. It is Tales of Vesperia, but it was either 2007 or 2008. Excuse me. Before I ever became a YouTuber. This was a year when I was trying to leave the competitive Street Fighter scene and re-immerse myself in the realm of console gaming. And I decided that I wanted to play a bunch of different kinds of RPGs. In that 1 year, I played BioShock, I played Mass Effect 1, I played Blue Dragon, I played Tales of Vesperia, I played Lost Odyssey, all in 1 year. Okay?
Oh, guys, he played like 5 video games in 1 year.
I really like Tales of Vesperia. I like the art style. I actually like the action-based combat of it. And the music as well. I liked it so much because it really looked like an HD anime that I was interacting with.
Amazing, guys.
I liked it so much.
He played 5 games in the same
every
year.
Achievement in the game. I grinded
True gamer there.
out and got every achievement possible in the game. Because I liked it that much. So, excuse me. I would say Vesperia is my favorite. Now, over the years, I played others. I tried the Tales of Symphonia re-release. I think was on PS4 at one point. And I didn't really like it. I only played it for like 10 or 12 hours. I got kind of bored, and so did my audience, so I dropped it. I tried Tales of Exilia. I played the first one, and I thought it was all right. And it was actually one of my first long-form JRPG playthroughs ever, so people enjoyed it. But when I tried to play the sequel, it didn't work. It was very boring and repetitive and reused a lot of the assets from the first game. So I didn't like it as much as the first one, and that one I actually dropped, okay? Ooh, excuse me. So
you've only played one to completion, all the others you've dropped.
Yeah.
For one reason or another, you dropped them.
Vesperia. Now, would I play Tales of Symphonia Remaster? I don't know. We tried playing it once and it didn't work. So I don't know if it would really work. But then again, when I tried to play it, I wasn't an interactive streamer at the time. So maybe now that I've changed my
It did work. You just didn't make the money that you wanted, so you dropped it.
Maybe now it would work better because we would chill during it or whatever. But at this point,
what is up with you and your teas?
But thank you very much,
Dante,
for the super chat. Moving over to the YouTube side of, the tips side of things. I do have a couple dollar tips, but keep in mind sometimes these are troll tips. So let's take a look here.
Not the trolls. The trolls.
So someone to the dollar said maybe we shouldn't rely on a few people to give bomb hundreds of members a month. I mean, it's a valid point. As much as you might say that's a troll tip, it's a valid criticism and a valid point that here on DSP Gaming, every month, I mean, historically, what we've had in the last 1 to 2 years is you get.
I always forgot about that EFC.
Get him like
I distinctly remember shitting on my mom. And I was like 3 months old, guys. But I can't remember a game I played last year.
Right, that was last year, and then they slowly tapered off. Right, we started with 1,000, then it went down to like 900, then it went down to 700, then 600, 500, 400. Now we're down to 300 again. If anything, I think what we can see is that we have around 300 to 400 consistent members that are going to stay members no matter what. That's my baseline. And then, if I'm playing a more interesting game to certain groups of people, they'll choose to become a member during a certain month.
No, they won't.
If it's someone who's generous and wants
to just sit there and wait for another membership bomb.
Also other fellow viewers,
like all the other fans,
come and drop, gifted subs and bombs. And this is all easily able to be figured out. You just analyze just the data, okay? So I'm not stupid. I've actually said to you guys,
yes, you are stupid.
I feel that here on DSP Gaming, I have 1,000 hardcore fans.
Nice, Luis.
I believe this. I believe that I have 1,000 fans, and each stream, about 300 can usually show up live. And I have another 700 who will watch everything I do on demand, and it depends on the playthrough, because some will only watch certain games while some watch others. But I feel like we have I have 1,000 really supportive, solid, hardcore fans here on DSP Gaming.
201,000 subs.
That
I have 1,000 fans, guys.
People allow me to create curated
1,000 fans out of 200,000.
You like the curated content I'm making, and you support it. You guys, you are the 1,000 who out there keep me going. They let me do what I love for a living, and I really appreciate that. Now, aside of that, I have more fans than that, but these are not the hardcore fans. These are maybe more of the casualized fans. They'll come back when I'm doing a playthrough or something they're really interested in. Oh, there's a hot new game out. I'll watch Phil play the first 10 parts of it, and then I'll move on. That's why, case in point, when you go to DSP Gaming and you look at, you know, the main channel page and you look at the playthroughs that I've got listed there, you'll see that part 1, 2, 3 of each playthrough typically will get more than 1,000 views. I mean, right now, Hogwarts has 9,200 views on part 1. But that's for various reasons. People want to just check out that first part, and then they move on. A much better gauge of those who watch the content all the time would be looking at things such as my Level 1 podcast, right? Or my daily rap, things like that. The day-to-day happenings of the channel.
Yeah, but a lot of those views are people like me trying to get the tidbits that we need.
Okay,
all right, let's see. What did he say?
I'm happy with that.
How much he loves his wife?
Of course.
And he might cheat on her in the future. If Rambo comes back. Oh, it's this part right here.
All right.
Then me and 20 other people doing that.
Of course,
look, guys.
There's way more.
I had 20 views on this video within the first 10 minutes. It's because of assholes like me trying to find that clip of you saying that you love your wife, but you're planning on cheating on her.
We'll be watching on a channel that doesn't have rights to broadcast it. You know, we could argue about that as well, that actually my fan base is much larger. It's just that it's not all of a positive fan base. There's a lot of hate watchers out there, thousands upon thousands of them, correct? I think we can agree to that, too. But when it comes to membership...
Wait a minute, that you have more haters than you have fans.
To really motivate people to become a member when I'm limited with the membership opportunities I can give you. And I'll give you a perfect example.
I don't think he's worried about replacing Cap.
There were 2 key factors that made Twitch
he knows it's probably never going to happen.
Attractive to become a sub over there, because it's sub on Twitch, it's a member on YouTube. Number 1, Twitch Prime. It was a no-brainer that if you had a Prime membership on Amazon, you get a free Twitch subscription every month, and if I'm someone you watch, you give it to me. I got a ton of Twitch Prime subscriptions over there. Hundreds, no exaggeration. Hundreds of my subs over there were Twitch Prime. Just imagine if...
So they weren't paying for them, they're just getting them for free.
We're members. This would be $500-600 every month, which is what I had on Twitch, incidentally. That's number 1. Number 2, they allow you to use content from someone else's channel on someone else's. So, for example, if you subscribe to Darkside Phil on Twitch, those emotes carry over to someone else's channel. So now you could be watching Asmongold. You could be watching a Street Fighter player. And you could toss in my emotes in the chat and everyone would get a rise. Oh my God, it's Darkside Phil. Look at that stupid emote, right? People liked doing that. So that was more incentive to actually become a sub. Over here, YouTube, sadly, very sadly,
doesn't allow me to double dip, guys.
Limits what you can do with a membership.
I can have the same boyfriend.
Here, I did feel that the value of membership wasn't as good on YouTube as it was.
Things to be able to get up for Tyrone.
And therefore, that's why I lowered the price. On Twitch, it was $5. Here, it's $3.99. Okay, but I can't make YouTube catch up to Twitch and make it more appealing. I just can't. I don't know how to do that.
I can't do it, guys. So I need you to step it up and do it for me.
I'm features here on YouTube than I did on Twitch. I'm giving you the ability to have priority for Ask the King. I'm giving you priority for nominating and voting on things for special events. We didn't do that on Twitch. I give you more features here. Okay. So there you go. But I can't do that. So with the limitations that I have on YouTube, there's not much that I can really do to make memberships more appealing. So I knew moving from Twitch to YouTube, I was immediately going to
lose that level of support,
and I have. On Twitch, you making the same kind of content that I make today, I consistently had anywhere from 600 to almost 900 subs every month. People who would actively...
Every single one of those free because they either Twitch Prime or
I lost
sub bombs,
probably arguably 500 to 600 of those ongoing supporters every month. And that amounted to, no exaggeration, thousands of bucks. And that's not good. You know, that's what I've been struggling with for 2 years. I went from making this much on Twitch to this much on YouTube.
But you were still crying that you were broke all the time.
Other ways, like
guys, I was making thousands of dollars more every month on Twitch than I am here. But you were still crying that you were broke.
Because I needed to kind of
still crying that you had too many bills to pay.
For the fact that I had lost so much on Twitch. By leaving Twitch, I should say. Okay? So, yeah, I agree with you. We shouldn't be relying on one or two people coming to this channel every month and saying, oh, I'm feeling generous. Let me drop a bunch of memberships on Phil this month. You're right. But number one, I don't.
But email or I say you're gonna do that anyway, so there's no point becoming a member.
I'm doing everything I can.
Come in for free.
Feedback. I'm trying to give you what you want, and if that still doesn't convince people to become a YouTube member, all I have to say is then.
I think it did when he posted on Twitter.
Right? If I was on Twitch doing the same thing I'm doing now, and I had 900 subs, but I'm here on YouTube doing the same thing, and I can only get 300, where's the difference? Where I'm streaming, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So there's not much else I can do. I'm sorry.
Try to be a better person.
I want to be
more entertaining.
Appealing to you.
Stop crying and begging for money.
Obviously, but if I can't,
the entire pre-stream except for your
Prime, there should be. If your
scheduling was
member,
all about crying about money.
You get a free membership to give to any channel. They don't do that. They absolutely should have carryover emotes from this channel should be able to be used on someone else's YouTube channel. They don't do that. I can't make those features happen. I don't run the site, you know. But I'm not going back to Twitch after the way that they treated me. That would be like ridiculously stupid business decision.
You got in trouble for saying racist slurs.
You know, we deal with it. So hopefully,
you can't go back to Twitch after they banned me for being a racist, bigoted
people will want to become members more here. Or maybe what'll happen is more people will say, you know, we get a lot of benefits for being a member on DSP Reacts. So even though I don't want to be a member on DSP Gaming, I'm going to go over to DSP Reacts and become a member there because we get a ton of control over that channel and a good interaction and everything there. And that's valid. That's worth it. Right? So there you go.
So maybe you give people choices over on DSP Gaming?
There's not much else I can do about it.
No, I can't do that, guys. Just give me money.
I'm not going to harp on it. But you're right. It's a valid criticism.
You spent 20 minutes harping about it.
Goal because someone comes in and is generous and gives memberships. Correct. But I don't know how that's a statement of anything. Like, that's if anything, that's a statement of the shortcoming of YouTube than anything else, right? I don't know what else to say. Okay, continuing on.
Who's about to get banned now?
This is a $1.30 tip. Hold on, because what's going on in my email?
Oh no, guys! Help! Send me $10,000 to see if my email works still, guys.
To read here. It's a $1.30 tip from an anonymous tipper. It's a giant paragraph, so bear with me while I update this, and I got to read it.
Make sure it's not a troll tip, guys.
Here we go. Would you consider bringing on the person who edits your shorts into a more full-time position in your business? Because I feel like they've edited your gameplay videos into more digestible videos, such as editing out the boring parts with making them a lot less redundant. With that said, are you considering consolidating the gameplay uploads just like you're doing the React content?
No.
Consolidating the gameplay uploads just like you're doing the React content. What does that mean? I understood the first half of the statement. The first half of the statement was, you have someone who's making YouTube shorts for you. The YouTube shorts are good. We like them. Would you consider bringing them on? Maybe, hiring them, right?
Paying someone to do work for him. I guess
what they're kind of
that's never going to happen.
Style of content for you, like to do montages.
So his ego is massive for someone who's got nothing to have an ego about.
I don't understand the second half, which says, are you considering consolidating the gameplay uploads like you're doing on the React content? What does that mean?
You split up
That's what I'm confused about.
Uploads of the videos on the other channel.
Uploads of the React content. I'm not.
Guys, tip me money to tell me why I'm a fucking moron.
Let me address the first half first, because I think I can address the first half. Okay? First of all, as you know,
I have no money, so I don't pay anyone anything for their work. They all do it for free.
Talking about anything, because my trolls. And I have not one person, but a few people who have helped me over the years with various different things on my content. For example, this border you're looking at right now was created by a viewer. Okay? You see this animation
that you didn't pay for.
viewer. Okay? My logos, for example, this right here. A viewer made this for me. Phil, why don't you make your own stuff? Because I don't have the know-how. I don't have graphic design experience. I don't have programs to do it. I don't have time to do it. I put out so much content for you guys. I don't have enough time to sit around doing that stuff.
I don't have time to do anything, guys. Just sit here and get drunk while watching HBO Max.
Of people who support my content in other ways than just financially. Because there are some people who support financially, and that's super duper appreciated. But these people who do this kind of stuff, it's just as important, if not in some cases, even more important. The lighting behind me was a fan who gave me this LED lighting and said, just on a whim, try it. And I had no confidence it was going to look good. I turned it on and look how good it looks. Now my streams look way better than they even should, right? I kind of look professional. For the first time in 15 years, I'm in HD. The camera I'm using was donated by a fan. You see what I'm saying? So all that being said,
you pay for nothing.
I'm so grateful.
But you still cry about all your big bills, guys.
Number one, I just want to make
I can't afford anything. I need you to do it all for me.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Give me more money.
How bad the harassment gets with my haters. I think you won't know that. Correct? And they get so obsessed with shit that they will actually create their own narratives and then go with them as if they're true, even if they're not, and create these phantom scenarios that don't exist.
When I first started making YouTube videos, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Alright, get the Blue Yeti microphone, get this camera. Oh, you gotta use OBS. I had no idea about any of it. I had no idea what I was doing. Actually, no. At first, I didn't even have the camera or the microphone. I was using my phone. That's why I use ExpressLink, because my phone had a 10-minute limit on videos. So to make sure what if I did a video, it had to be under 10 minutes. And yeah, also I would figure it out using something called Google and YouTube. Later on, get the microphone, get the camera. It's like, oh, hey, the video and the audio aren't syncing up. Oh, well, let's Google that. Oh, you got to do this, this, and this, and then they sync up. Okay, got it fixed. I want to try this. How do you do that? You know what I did, DSP? I Googled it. I YouTubed it. I watched videos of how to do it. And eventually, when I got Vegas Pro 14 for video editing, it's like, oh, this is a game changer. And it was. But guess what, DSP? I knew nothing about video editing. I didn't know a single thing about video editing. Guess what? I do now. You know why? Because when I wanted to do something or try something, I would Google it. I would YouTube it. I would watch videos on how to do it. Oh, you want to transition from this scene to that scene? Well, here's how you do that. Oh, you want to add text over something? Here's how you do it. You want the volume to get lower and lower for like the last 5 seconds? Here's how you do it. I put effort into it. I learned how to do it. I Googled it and YouTubed it so I could learn. Not DSP. Why would he put any effort into his channel? Why would he put any effort into editing? He doesn't have the time, guys. He has to sit there and play WWE Champions while getting drunk. Yeah, effort and work is just kryptonite to him. Kryptonite is less deadly to Superman than work and effort are to DSP. That's why everyone's got to do it for free. He could pay people to help him out, but that would require fighting with his money. That's his money to spend on WWE Champions. You can't expect that, guys.
Exist. All right? They truly believe, I'm not
Gotta
kidding
catch up with him,
that the vast majority of support that I get financially on my streams is from one person.
Yeah, 3 people. OIC, email, and every now and then you get Planet Jeff. So it's not one person, it's 3 people. And it's true. Wow, guys, this person tipped $1, this person tipped $1, this person tipped $1. Oh, wow, totally not OIC just tipped $100, guys. I don't get why people think only 3 people give me money, when it's clearly a bunch of people. Yeah, but this person gives $1, this person gives $1, this person gives $4.20 for the animation, and this person gives you $100. Well, guess what? One person gave you the majority of that.
They actually believe that. It used to be, they thought that it was Darth Vidar.
Phantom, how's it going?
Right, when he used to be my moderator. Oh, it's always him contributing. Then all of a sudden it became, oh, it's only iced coffee. He's the person who's...
Let's see, there was Vidar Viking for years, and he still gives money. He is still giving DSP money to this day. There was Emerald 7, there was King Tut, there's OIC, there's Emo, there's 1 Minute Man, which may be fake. Like, yes, DSP, wow, over the course of 15 years, you've had maybe a dozen big whales show up and give you all their money. I'll even give you, let's say 1 whale per year. For every year you've been on YouTube, at least 1 whale will show up and be like, here's $10,000, DSP, I love your content. So yes, other people will show up and give you $1 here, $1 there. But the majority of it is one person going, oh, the typical is $1,000 to see what your big surprise is. Here's $1,000 from one person.
Just constantly throwing Phil all of his money. And then it just, it's just the next straw man, the next bullshit. I mean, do I have big contributors? I do. But no, the vast majority of shit that happens is not coming from one person. That's ridiculous. And the same thing when it comes to the content on my streams, this is very much community effort. The border, the animation, the camera in front of me, the lighting behind me, this is all a community coming together, submitting things in order to make stuff happen. You understand? Do I have a few go-to people who I go to for content when I'm in a pinch? Yes. Do I go to
and when you need money?
If I need help and something's gone wrong with a video that's corrupted, and hey, can you help me with this? Figure out how to do it? Yes. Is there someone who makes a lot of YouTube shorts for me? Yes. Okay? But these people who make up these insane conspiracies...
Do it all for free, guys. They do it for free. I don't pay them.
They're wrong in everything that they say and do. They've actually honed in on a couple people who they think, are the creators of all of my content. They're wrong. And it's pretty nasty with the level that they've gone to harass certain people on the internet, and they're not even the right people. Okay? That's the messed up part, because they're so nuts that they just make wild assumptions based on no facts. Oh, I know about this. Take a look at all the conspiracies thrown at me on a daily basis.
Oh, duh, the Dutch brothers. Dutch brothers are the new ones. They're the ones that send the camera, that send the capture card, that are doing work for him for like fan art and shit. And right now it's the Dutch brothers. Almost forgot about the Dutch brothers. Can't forget the Dutch brothers, guys. They've been sending him all kinds of stuff and doing all kinds of work for him, guys. Oh, he'd hate the animated movies. The animated movies aren't directly giving him money, so why would he like them? Guys, I watched the entire movie and Batman's supposed to be a billionaire, but not once did he offer to give me money.
They say are factual, that or not. And this is just another case where there's, people, not one person, but several people who contribute to the content on my channels. And idiots think it's all one person and actually even have a name for the person, and they're all wrong. And it's fucked up, okay?
Dutch brother. Dutch brother.
Long term, hire someone to do shorts and to do edited content for me. Yes, I could. Okay? Now, has there ever been a discussion? Well...
No, they don't ask for money because they don't give them money, and I'll ban them for asking for money.
For behind the scenes. How I get my content, who I pay, who I don't pay, who donates, who doesn't donate, is none of your business. You don't even have the right to ask the question because it's literally none of your business. You don't own and operate this business. You have no stake in it. You're not the one making the
You barely own and operate this business because everyone else does the work for you.
Content, right? So what does my arrangements with people have to do with you? Because you submitted a $1.30 tip on my stream. You think that I'm going to tell you who it is that makes my content and if I pay them and what I pay them. You're out of your mind, okay?
We all know you don't pay them.
Into something
if they ask for money, you would ban them.
Business, all right? Are there people who I've paid for things over the years? Yes. Are there people who submit things for free? Yes. Is it any of your business? No. Should you have asked me that question? No.
And now you're banned.
So, in general, here's a summarized answer, okay? DSP Gaming, and now DSP Reacts, is a community project. It's the work of many people together. I'm incredibly grateful of those of whom put in together a ton of work to help my content look better, all right? And whatever arrangements I have with anyone is my business, not yours. And that's that. Why on earth would I speak of it any further than that? Because if we already know that the nut jobs out there will fabricate an entire situation around it, making stuff up about who they think is the person who makes content for me, and then they systematically harass that person off the internet, even though they're wrong with no evidence that they were the person doing it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how they would react if they actually got information about who are the real people? Do I pay them? How much do I pay? You know what I'm saying? Forget it, right? It's absolutely insane. So, no, you get no information about that. And it's none of your business, and you have no right to ask it. Stop it right now. All right? It very much could have been an innocent tip. Just trying to, you're interested, but that's the thing. You have to understand that I can't talk about that shit. That's not public information. Behind the scenes business dealings is nothing to do with you at all. And nor should you even be asking for that information. That's rude. It is. It's intrusive and rude. So please stop. Thank you. Okay. So now this person did another $1.30. This person's all over the place. Listen to this. What I meant by consolidating is paying an editor to take a 40-hour playthrough, but just make it into 4-hour-long videos of highlights. So it's less video spam. It's easier for people to watch in the long term. Also, is Oblivion getting sent to the Shadow Realm finally? I hate to say it, but the stream put me to sleep in seconds last night. The game has to go. All right, you ready? Here's my response to everything that I have to say about you. Ready? You ready for this? No. We also have to say this as well. Okay?
I won't do anything that makes my channel better, guys.
Get some help.
Okay.
I won't do anything that helps my channel.
Casco,
How dare you ask
I
us about
super
that?
Sticker. Yes, super sticker. Now it's just super sticker. He didn't say anything. It was a super sticker. Thank you, Crasco, for the super sticker. I appreciate that.
But what a good suggestion. Hey, instead of pumping out, multiple videos, you have one video that's a highlight of the best parts, or cuts out all the stalling, cuts out all the begging, cuts out all the, guys, what do I do? Stare at chat for 5 minutes. Guys, I had an epiphany. I'm going to do this. Good idea. You have 3 hours worth of videos. The guy cuts it down to 1 hour video. Then you upload that. But here's why that will never happen. The reason DSP for the longest time uploaded 10-minute videos is because every click was an ad. Every click was at least one ad watched. Now, when he uploads a video, it's, 22 ads in an hour-long video, but 1, maybe 2 might get seen. Gotta kill him. But he also knows that flooding everyone's inboxes with 100 videos a day was turning people away. He was never going to break 200,000.
All right. All right. So, guys, we're just about done with today's podcast. If anyone else has a question or concern or something,
Only got 11 minutes to go, guys.
Up for a minute or two of Q&A because usually I like to do that, and we didn't really have time. But if you guys have anything, please throw it my way now. Let's try to do it quickly, okay?
Gee, DSP, I don't know. Why don't you? Let's see.
I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
No, he does not want to play the game. Me? Play the game? That you guys all here to watch me play?
Crash Bandicoot?
No, I can't do that, guys. It's bullshit.
Yes, I enjoy the games. It's our stream. We are a community. Well, I like to think of it that way, considering the fact that if you guys weren't here, I'd be sitting here talking to myself, right? Imagine if I was on stream right now and it said I had 0 viewers. I was just literally just speaking to myself. Then that wouldn't be much of a stream, would it?
That'd be hilarious if everyone went over to Raw DSP or Dark Dave Mirror instead of going to his chat.
No,
Guys, how come there's only 3 people watching?
What's my favorite? On a pizza?
Dark Dave Mirror has over
I like so
1,000 people.
When it comes to meat, either sausage or pepperoni is probably my favorite. Veggies, I like green peppers, olives, chunks of tomato, that kind of stuff, onion. I've had a veggie pie.
Favorite topping, bacon. Is it really that hard DSP to just say bacon? Is it, well, I like this, and I was like, okay, you like a lot of stuff, but what is your favorite? For me, bacon.
Pie that's amazing, but I've also had meat lovers pie that's amazing. And yes,
I did, Luis. Thank you.
To ingredients that go with it, like Canadian bacon or ham, it goes well by itself, or as an ingredient on another kind of pizza. I don't like it. Hello, Green Goblin. Hello, Guts. Guts, I don't know anything about the Metroid Prime Remaster physical sale situation besides someone says that people are scalping them, which is to be expected. This is no big deal. There you go. How am I? I'm doing all right on the Ice Coast. I'm doing all right, I would say. Well, I played classic games on the Switch this year. Like, literally, that's what
Supreme
this was.
Pizza's probably great.
Like, literally, that's what this is right here. That was my idea, to challenge my game to hard or difficult classic games in a marathon, and it ain't working out. So
Holla, Phantom.
When Billy says it's painful playing dead fighting games, oh, I
Well,
know.
Parbs,
I
thanks to a certain someone.
To get a good game of it.
It goes by Luis Martin.
So I think people are getting tired of superhero movies.
I got my PS5 ordered on Amazon.
Movie coming out by default would do well. Now you got.
Because I looked and it's like, oh, nope, so gotta be done by invite. But he says, hey, chick, type in PS5 God of War. I do, and it's like, oh, there's a package, and it's available.
Let's see here.
And you can do $30 a month for 18 months instead of paying up front. Perfect.
Well, 32 something after tax a month. So now I got a PS5 on the way. Got a PS5 on the way. PS5 gonna be Demon Souls, Ghost of Tsushima,
Is there even a modern version of Tetris
Survivor,
that you can
Jedi Survivor.
Classic Tetris? Like I could play classic Tetris. I think that's on Switch.
Really, DSP gonna fall asleep right
I don't know
now?
how much fun that would be. That'd probably be fun for a little bit, but I don't think that'd be something you want to watch me play for more than a few minutes.
There's more games I want to get. I just can't think of them right now, but those are the big three.
Really replay Mario
Demon
3,
Souls
that's the
number
only
1.
I never revisited.
Ghost of
Yeah,
Tsushima
isn't it
number
true that over 10
2.
years ago, I did Super Mario 3.
Ooh, does
Super Mario World
Cyberpunk
co-op,
2077
we
work on there?
Over on Saturdays, we did them together, but that was over a decade ago, right?
Because I know that it did not work at all on PS4. And I know it ran better on PS5, but I don't know if it actually ran on PS5 just better than PS4.
Have you ever thought about playing chess on stream? Well, the thing is, I know how to play chess, but I haven't played it in a very, very long time. I would likely suck at it, because I would basically only remember the general rules, but not any strategies. And I would likely just get destroyed. You know, people who are going to play that stuff online are probably going to be good at it. I wouldn't be against it. At the same time, I don't even know what we would play. I don't know anything about playing chess online, what versions there are, anything like that. JJNS says, if YouTube asked you to work with them to get their shit in order, would you leave your streams to do it? Leave my streams? I would offer my time to be a paid consultant, but I wouldn't quit streaming to fix
Paid
it.
consult
No,
my ass. No one ain't paying you for shit.
Absolutely not.
I know there's a PS5 version of Cyberpunk, but does it actually play?
Yes, I owned a PSP.
Because there was a PS4 version
I
of
both of them.
Cyberpunk, and it did not work.
Maybe. I'm not, again, poker, I know how to play it.
And there's a
I'm good at it,
PC
but
version of
I'm gonna
Cyberpunk,
try.
but I've heard
You
that
think
it
if
still
you play that
doesn't
stuff
work
online,
very
I'm
well.
good at it, and it's gonna wipe the floor with me, right?
Got on my wish list on Steam,
$2 tip. What a great name.
but it's like, oh, let's look
Anyways,
at
more
current
advanced
reviews.
than you.
Still mixed. It
I haven't heard
works
any of the
for the
trolls
most
say that
part.
I haven't heard any of the YouTubers say trolls contacted a car shop or an electric company to get their information. They need help. Here's the thing. I don't even have to say anything. All I'm doing is reading your message. That's all I have to do. I literally don't have to respond. I'm just going to say thanks for the $2 tip. I don't have to continue saying a word because the statement stands for itself. You know, I don't even have to agree or disagree.
It's my stream, guys. I can do whatever I want.
Okay, guys, let's end the show. Thank you for watching. And now, by the way, it's time to sit back and relax. Now we can finally do it. Here we go, guys. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no one needs to see that. Oh, that Tomo-chan is such a good show. And then the beach episode's like, oh no, there's going to be fan service. But they did fan service in a good way. A lot of time fan service is fan service. It's just there to be there.
Okay. Let me get set up, but guys.
Shut the fuck up, DSP. But for Tomo-chan, the beach episode, it's like, oh, he doesn't see her as a girl. He sees her as his friend, who's a tom girl in all their life. Didn't even realize she was a girl until middle school when she wore the female uniform in school. It's like, oh, wait, you're a girl? So doing a beach episode where her friends purposely get her a bathing suit that will accentuate her curves, and he sees it and he's like, oh shit, she's definitely a woman. Like, alright, that was a great use of fan service. That was not a cringe use of fan service, because a lot of times fan service is just cringe. And like, oh, they're going to the hot tub episode that they do for every anime. It's like, alright, but what are they doing? Well, they're just in the hot tub talking and advancing the story. Well, that's not cringe. That is just something that happens in a hot tub. Or hot springs, whatever. So that beach episode's like, fan service. That actually adds to the plot and makes sense. And not cringe.
I do have a sad message for you. I have to use the bathroom.
I already got one ordered because, who told me? Someone told me to order one of those. And which one did I order? I ordered Amazon order. View order. WD Black 2 terabyte NVMe internal gaming SSD solid state drive with heatsink. Works with PlayStation 5, Gen 4 PCIe. So yeah, I already got one ordered. And that's also 6 months, so it's like 32 something a month. Across 6 months. Interest free. Because someone during my chat told me to do that. And it's like, oh hey, get this one very specifically. It's probably the best one you can get. Yes. So you guys, the fans, have helped me out great. But guess what? I didn't cry and beg you guys. Guys, I need to buy a PS5 and the external or internal whatever kind of hard drive. Guys, this is going to be expensive. If just one person stepped up and dropped a 1,000 membership bomb on me, that'd be great, guys. Louis told me about the membership bundle, but someone else told me about the hard drive thing to get. Guys, it's going to be like $65 a month every month for 6 months and then drop down to $32 a month for the next 12 months after that. I could really use that money, guys. I need it to pay my credit card bill. And they told me to get the one specifically with the heatsink, which I probably wouldn't have thought of. I'd been like, why worry about the heatsink? But that makes sense. And that's why Luis's message of "You're welcome, James" is pinned to the stream, because he's one. Because I go to Amazon, it's like, oh, it still says no PS5 invite only, wait for your invitation. But he's like, no, search PS5 God of War. Oh, there's a bundle and it's available. It works. He did not get the SSD expansion for his PS5 because as soon as he gets done with the game, he just deletes it. What does he need space for? Me, I don't want to be like constantly like, all right, played a game, delete immediately so I make room for the next one. What if I want to keep the game on there? What if I want to go back and play it every now and then? Like, there's a Bulletstorm game. There's a couple of smaller games on my PS5 or PS4 that I go back to and play every now and then. Just, I need to kill 30 minutes. I'll play this. Just like I'll do that with Tetris 99 every now and then on the Switch. Like, I need to kill like 20 minutes. I don't want to watch anything because anything I'm watching right now is now 40-minute plus. I don't know. I'll hop on the Switch and play some Tetris 99. Yes, because of you guys, I now got a PS5 on the way. That should be here on Wednesday. The other one should be here on either Sunday or Monday. Unless it gets here earlier. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, it's gonna be March 5th it'll get here. And all of a sudden, oh, hey, it's here March 3rd, yay. Or sometimes it'll be like, hey, it's 2-day shipping, and then it's here the next day. Like, but it was 2-day shipping. How the hell is it here the very next day? Damn.
It's gonna be a few minutes. All right.
Be a few minutes, guys. I need to
I can't jump right into
go play some WWE Champions
calls today, and so there will be a few minutes delay. All right. So now I will ask you a question: is it okay if I run some ads and make a couple bucks, or would you prefer if I didn't? If the overwhelming answer is that's fine, I'll do it. But if you say no, don't run them, forget it, then I won't. I don't really care either way. I don't want to monetize you guys and bother you.
I've been doing this so far, Luis, so I haven't done that, but I might do that for the PS5.
Everyone's saying go ahead. All right. So I'm gonna do a little bit of music, a little bit of ads. I promise you it won't be that long. I just gotta use the bathroom when I come.
And actually, I think I got a $25 gift card saved to PlayStation right now. So actually, the deluxe upgrade won't cost me anything because I already got a gift card on there.
It's like a Dragonetian. I'll be right back. Thank you guys. See you in a couple minutes.
Oh god, god awful music. Nope. God, what a face. Huh. His music's been playing for like he's been on break for 9 minutes. Did he die? Did DSP finally die on the toilet like the king? Fucking hell. Yeah, I would not mind having the orange crystal. The orange crystal's so bad. Orange is my favorite color. Oh, DSP Gaming is your source for the Throwback Street Fighter Fridays. You haven't done that in over a month. I don't think you've done that at all this year. Or at least had it consistently in your schedule for a year. And the slot where my PS3 is currently sitting, I can just pull the PS3 out and put the PS5 in right there. So I actually have space for it, because I haven't... My PS3 was, for some reason, not reading disc. Like, oh, I'm going to watch a movie on Blu-ray. I'll put it in there, and then... Oh, it's not reading the disc. Fuck. But there's still some PS3 games I just refuse to give up. I still got my Resistance games, the Saboteur, Sega Genesis Collection, Africa. What else? Move out of the way. Oh, Diablo 3, Dead Island Riptide, Bioshock. And I still got those PS3 games because I don't want to give up because they were some favorite games of mine. Especially the Resistance series. Like, those are great fucking games.
And the second they announced they're doing a remaster, like, all right, guys, it's gonna be $100, but you get Resistance 1, 2, and 3 DLCs, whatever extra stuff comes with them. Guess who's getting that? Guess gonna be like, oh, well, I got a vacation coming up, so I guess I'll be doing that for the vacation.
Like, ooh, and he jumped out of the chair.
Could you imagine? I just sit down, play Resistance 1 all the way through. Next day, Resistance 2 all the way through. Next day, Resistance 3 all the way through.
In here while we play. Are you guys ready to get set up here? Let's do it. Let's continue with Like a Dragon Ishin.
And good point. He didn't create any of those fan art.
Let's go.
All the fan art, the borders, nothing was made by him. None of the music was made by him. At least I got a Magic Music Maker and tried to make some of my own music. It's not very good, but I made it.
I've had Funyuns. I don't think they're great or anything. Right? Like fake. It's fake onion flavor. Right? It's like onion powder. Right? Okay.
Good point. Phil could use AI to generate the art for his stream.
Like a Dragon Ishin.
Huh. That's actually not a bad idea. Pig slash roach slash beggar slash hobo. Wow, guys, looks just like me.
Yeah, we're certainly not in chapter 1. Oh, the coloring changed. Look. It changed to dark now. Okay. So we're either on this one or this one? What's the difference? Autosave, autosave. Oh, 503. We're at 503. This is 442. This is 503. This is the latest one right here. Okay.
One save was at... What? One save was at 440. The other one's... Oh, his DSP gaming's in the way, but it was 442.17. The other one's 442.59. So he saved within, like, 30 seconds of each other. What the hell?
Oh, I'm sure you would love a segment called Pooping with Phil, Felix the Maid. I'm sure you would. Wouldn't we all just enjoy that? Should I keep the background blue, or would you guys, for this playthrough, I did this? Orange. So we could go orange to match the border if you would like. Or we could do something weird too, like purple. Right? Or would you like...
Stall. I don't want to be Mr. Stall.
Like what color would you like? Blue? You like?
Could be playing the game right now, but he won't.
Else? You like the blue? We're not doing green. Green we're going to do tonight for Modern Warfare. It's fine. I will leave it blue. Cool. It's nice when these guys like run through the streets realistic, right? That's how it would really be, like hustle and bustle of the real town. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Like you know what a real town looks like. You don't go out.
Like a Dragon Ishin. It has been a while since we played. A lot going on this week, but now we're back to having this in the regular rotation. So we're actually doing a major stream of it today, which we almost... Which we haven't really done since it launched. We were actually doing it as a chill night stream. So now it's time to bring it back into the rotation as a daytime stream. And see how it goes. This is the better way to do this, is to shoot them with the special round, which downs them. You ever wonder how they're not flinching as I shoot them repeatedly with a handgun, right? How is they not flinching ever? Sure.
Wow, that may have been the most boring gameplay I've ever seen.
Say was, it looks like the best way with the gun is you shoot them with...
Like, oh, we're samurai. We're going to use our swords to fight. DSP, I'm going to shoot him. What? Guy finds a way to ruin games no matter what he's doing. But with that, we're out of the pre-stream. Usually that's the only part I cover. I might come in tonight later with some more Fallen Order. Great game. If it weren't for the controls, or if you could at least change the sensitivity of the joysticks, easily 9 out of 10 game. Graphics, audio, 11 out of 10. Gameplay mechanics, 8 out of 10. The controls didn't suck, and they were actually able to change their stuff here and there, being 8 out of 10. Unfortunately, those are 4 out of 10, so yeah, 6.5, 7 out of 10. That's one thing I noticed about the EA games, is that the visuals and the audio for all the Star Wars stuff, like the Battlefront 2, whatever that I've played, they've all been fantastic. When you're doing the space battles in the Battlefront games, the audio and the visuals, like, holy shit, I feel like I'm in a TIE fighter. I feel like I'm in an X-Wing. I feel like I'm the Millennium Falcon. I feel like I'm flying around outer space and doing this. It just looks and sounds that good. Unfortunately, everything else, not so much.
That's something I wonder about. Like, did no one complain about the sensitivity issues? So they just never made a patch like, hey, you can now change sensitivity of the joysticks. Or is it something where it's like, yeah, we can't really do that because of the way coding is done. We can't change that. Because guess what? Unlike DSP, I know nothing about game development. I know nothing about coding. To him, you'd be like, I don't get it, guys. Can't they just take 10 minutes to fix this? Like, I thought that would take 10 minutes to fix something like that. And if they did get it fixed, would it screw something else up? There's the famous story of like, there's a pineapple in Team Fortress 2 that doesn't actually do anything. But when you delete the pineapple, the game stops working. Put the pineapple back in, the game works. Like, why? We don't know. So maybe they did try to change the sensitivity of the joysticks or give you the option to change those, and it screwed something up so bad it's like, all right, it's just easier to keep that out and have the game work. One thing I would like to see with menus is like a lot of the menus are the exact same thing. It's just a screen. When you're, let's say you're in old time 1860s era, Meiji era Japan, you bring up the menu. It'd be cool if it was done in like a scroll with like right to left lettering and all that for the menu. Or if you're doing a fantasy game, and it came up on a old timey leather bound book, and the writing inscription was old timey fashion. But in the same way, if you were in a futuristic game, you go to menu, all of a sudden it's this high tech computer touchscreen. The handle, you got to move around with a joystick to click on stuff, like you're using your finger on it. A lot of games, some games will do that, but a majority of games don't do that. Majority of the games is just menu pops up. What do you want to do? Oh, you want to change the audio because it's too loud? All right. I think it would be really cool if more games in the future actually been like, okay, what kind of game are we playing? Oh, you're playing a medieval game. All right, well, bring up the menu. It looks medieval-y. Oh, you're playing a game in Japan. Well, it looks Japanese. Oh, you're playing a game in Africa. Well, it looks like, or no, Egypt. Can you imagine you playing an Egyptian game, all of it, sudden it's hieroglyphics? You're like, well, how the hell do you know? Like, all right, well, how would you do that? All right, you want to change the video settings? Have like 3 eyeballs in a row, eye of Ra in a row. It's like, all right, 3 eyes of Ra in a row. That's visual. Like, I want to brighten it. I want to turn off motion blur. And then something with an ear on it, that's hieroglyphic-y. Oh, that's audio options. Then hieroglyphic-y of a dead body or something. But like, oh, that's exit. I just think it'd be really cool if more games did stuff like that. Where they changed the menu to be like the game. Like it's part of the game. Or at least inspired by the game. Yeah. Some games probably shouldn't have been released because they weren't good, but a lot of games they get released, they're shitty as hell with all the bugs and issues, but then they get fixed over time. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is probably one of the greatest examples of, here's what we're going to do. Everyone pre-order the game. The game is nothing like this. Like, yeah, we were told we had to release the game at this time. We didn't have time to put everything that we wanted in. But now that the game's out, we got a bit more money. We're going to release patches. And more patches. And try to fix the shit so you can actually get the game that we promised you. Witcher 3 apparently had a lot of issues at first. Got fixed with patches and DLCs. Skyrim's another big one of, like, the original game that came out was so buggy you could barely play it on PS3 or Xbox 360. But now, it's been re-released. And of course, the modding on PC is through the fucking roof. I think Skyrim I think was actually the first game I ever modded. I modded Skyrim, I've modded Kingdom Come Deliverance. I modded They Are Billions. There's a few other games I've modded over the years, but for me it was Skyrim was the first game I modded. Very good point, Wesley. For every No Man's Sky, you get Fallout 76. Womp womp. I don't know if there's any amount of time in the world that could have fixed Fallout 76. Let's make this one extra big. Thank you to Luis Martins for letting me know about PS5 on Amazon. I actually get one. Finally ordered. Yeah, I finally finished like 10 minutes into the stream. So I'm gonna get my laundry put away, make something to eat, and then I might be back with some Fallen Order. So here we go, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.